Hi there, this is Hermie and Permium. If you like that, you're going to love the fact check with Miss Monica. You have a new song, and I want to hear it right away.
So, no, yeah, we're going to play a game.
Oh, okay.
So, for people who don't remember or weren't around at this time, the biggest sim moment of our lives is we were on the phone.
Yeah, I was in New York.
You were not in this city.
Yeah.
And I said, there's a song in my head.
It wasn't even that.
Okay.
I was like, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm just being weird in my apartment. And I go like, well, what does weird entail? And you're like, well, I've been singing this song out loud like crazy.
Yes.
And then
I said the lyrics. I said to xanthan gum.
To the word xanthan gum.
Yeah.
I go, was it xanthan gum? Da 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 da. And you screamed.
Yeah.
You got so freaked out, and you accused me of having cameras in your apartment.
Yeah,
because I had installed a TV
you'd hacked
or something.
into my Sonos.
Oh, I installed Sonos.
And you put a device in where you were listening, you were observing me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was absolutely crazy. Okay, now I have another song that sometimes I sing.
Okay.
And it's also to a tune of a song.
Okay.
And the lyrics are period.
Oh, man. I'll tell you why I'm afraid to. Because we have 100% average right now.
I agree. And this is, I would say harder, but how is it harder? It's all
impossible.
Random songs.
But it does, for some reason, the saying, look a gift horse in the mouth coming to mind. Like it feels like looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Okay. We don't have to
do you know why that saying exists?
Yeah, because horses that are gifted, their teeth are pulled. And if you look it in the mouth,
it'll run away.
It's upset.
It'll get insecure.
Yeah.
No, I guess the way you inspected the horse's health back then was to lift up its lips and inspect its gums. That's where you could tell if it was diseased. So if you were buying a horse, you would inspect it to make sure it wasn't diseased. So if someone's giving you a horse, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Because it's going to be
find out it has a disease. Yeah, just take the gift, and if it has a disease,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't want to play.
Well, just one thing came to mind. There's no way it's it.
Okay, let's just
because it's such an obscure. But period. I think I want your number. Period.
Okay. No, but kind of close.
Okay, so I'm doing Gloria.
Who sings that?
Gloria.
Yeah.
Evangel Holyfield. Evander Holyfield? Evangelisa? Well, I don't know. If I did it a second time, we'd need to go to some university that studies paranormal activity. Figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Why don't I give you the artist? Okay. Madonna.
Wow. You know what's so weird? I knew you were going to say Madonna.
You did?
I did.
Did you?
I swear to God, I almost said Madonna. Okay, so it's period and it's Madonna.
I've got a guess.
Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Is it I'm a material girl, but I'm a period girl?
Period.
Living in a period world.
Period. In a period world.
That's good.
Yeah,
some girls have them, some girls don't. They're called young girls.
No, I just stopped at the main phrases.
Okay, but
I do that over
I'm helping you build out the whole tune.
Good. Well, okay, that didn't go quite as planned, but that's okay. That's okay.
I really did know it was Madonna. I wish I had said it out loud.
I do too. Fuck. Say it and I'll put it in.
Okay.
Wow!
Evander Holyfield.
Okay, one thing.
Yeah.
Yesterday I get a text from Kristen.
Yeah.
It says, "This is our new landline phone. You program numbers in and out so you can be called or called." Smiley face. And I was like, am I being scammed?
Sure.
Why the fuck do you guys have a landline?
Yeah, there's a great explanation.
Okay, please do tell.
We were in New York to do Shaquille. There was a phone in the bathroom.
Yes.
They have Kristen's number memorized.
Yes.
And they couldn't believe they could pick up the phone and call Kristen on that thing.
Yes, that I remember.
You do remember that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it was a gift to them?
So we're telling, I think, Huey and Hayes. And they say, oh, we got the boys a landline. And it just goes through the internet now. So you get these phones and they just work through the internet. You don't get a, pack bell line run to your house.
Okay.
It's like you already have the internet and then you can get these phones. And so, yeah, we got them. And now the girls have a phone. They have it written down. I mean, it's like a whole time traveling thing. They now have a book next to the phone that's their phone book. And it has everyone's numbers in it they're allowed to call.
Oh.
We can also decide what numbers they can call and which numbers can call us.
Oh, you can block.
Yeah, it's like only the numbers we've said.
Oh,
which
interesting.
is awesome. So you get no unwanted calls. There can't be any weird predators calling.
Right.
It's only approved numbers. I was like, whatever. This is crazy. We're getting initially that was what I thought. I was like,
the way I
they really
just
need this,
responded.
but also they're having so much fun with it, and who cares? And it's like virtually free because it's over the internet. So here's what's amazing. I was upstairs editing yesterday, and one of Lincoln's friends were over, and the mom was texting me to say, hey, actually, if it's not too big of a pain in the neck, it would be helpful if you guys walked my daughter back to school because I'm going there to pick up the other child, blah, 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 at 5. And I'm like, right. Now, normally I would call Kristen. She will not answer because she doesn't have her ringer on, nor do I. Can't be, right? So there's really no way for me to get a hold of Kristen ever.
Okay.
I'll text her and then just wait. Sometimes it's an hour, whatever. So I'm like, normally I would have to walk out of the studio and go into the house and ask them to walk the kid up to the school. But I was like, oh, we have a landline inside. So I called the number and it rings loud as fuck in there.
Yeah,
and
that's why people don't have them anymore.
It was great. Delta's like, hello. They're so excited to answer it.
Do they have cell phones? They do.
No.
They text me.
If they're on the Wi-Fi at the house, they can text you. But the only way they would be able to call you, I think, is if they FaceTimed you.
Okay. That's weird. Because why wouldn't it be?
Because they don't have a cellular plan.
But this is through the internet.
It is, but it's its own thing that's designed specifically for this.
Okay.
They couldn't call. Maybe you could do like iMessage call. You couldn't call someone on a non-iPhone. You couldn't call another landline from their phone.
Well, they don't need to worry about that.
Because now they have a landline.
No, because no one else has a landline.
Oh, well, Huey and Hayes do.
Okay. Most people don't.
Yeah.
Do they have the clear one?
You're upset that there's a landline?
I'm not upset. I'm like, this is so, we have to, this
it's
is
retro.
so weird.
Yeah, I love it though. They pick up the phone and it's deet, 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 and they think it's so fun. They've already called their grandma. It's like already wonderful because now grandma's getting phone calls.
Do they have a phone that's like clear with you can see the cables, the colored cables through it? Those are the cool ones.
No, I think the more old-fashioned, the better. In fact, I'd like to get us an even heavier one with a rotary dial would be the dream.
Are you going to do an answering machine?
Wow, that's an interesting idea. That could be fun.
If you're going to have
outgoing
message, this is the Shepard. You hear everyone's voice.
Right. Yep, that's what it used 90s. To be. That's what it used to be.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty exciting, this old technology. We're going to get a crank start car next. And what else? We're going to get a diode TV, big glass tube, black and white TV, for the living room.
Antenna.
Yeah, with an antenna.
Wow. Well, okay, that solves that. I figured there was like a real reason, but there's not.
No, I mean, it's not. We were existing just fine without it. Okay. But I do think it's going to really amplify the calls to grandma.
The sound in your home.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to call this number other than me or probably Kristen.
Well, they're going to probably give it to their friends. That's how it used to work.
We would have to approve those numbers.
You're not going to. Of course, you're going to approve like Freddie's number and other people's phone.
I hope Freddie calls. I'd love to chat with him.
And this is why
slippery slope is what you're saying.
This is slippery slope. My parents had to eventually give me my own.
Right, because it rang off
It
the
was
hook.
too much ringing. Wow, what color is it?
White. It's just basic.
Is it cordless?
No.
Right.
Big cord.
Right.
Big twisty cord.
Mine was purple.
It was.
Mm-hmm. My own line.
I think I took mine from my dad's office, and it was like Band-Aid color.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Yeah, with like an indestructible face that you could spill coffee on and stuff. Probably had some coffee stains on it.
I wish I still had my purple one.
Did you ever have a job? Well, you did, right? When you worked at your aunt's law firm, ran an actual phone that had multiple lines and you had to connect people. I loved that. I felt like when I got to operate the one at my dad's office, it was like, oh, this is great.
It's kind of one of those things, though. It's like when you're a kid and you're playing store and you want to be the cashier because then you get to practice like ringing up, scanning and putting it, and it sounds so fun. And then when you have that job, or even now with self-checkout, it's like,
it wears off quickly.
It does.
Although I always like to bring this up. My cousin Kelly, every Sunday, that Sunday paper would come. She'd get it out and she'd get her 10 key out with the fucking spool of paper and just add the entire paper
Yeah,
up.
she loved that.
That's one of the most unique things I've ever heard a person did.
Yeah.
And I witnessed it, and she would blaze on that
That's
thing.
pretty fun.
She's currently the accountant of Ted Seeger's.
Oh, I mean, is she an accountant?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense. Was she in accounting school at that time?
No, we were children. She did this when she was probably 10 or 11 years old.
She just always wanted to be an accountant.
She wanted to add.
Yeah.
Look, we all have these things that calm us. I think that was hers, right? It just, I think how long it takes up to add up the paper, because every single big, huge sales event, every car on the page she'd add up, turn the page, Fredder or Ollie were our appliance stores, everything that's for sale there.
Yeah.
She loved spooling through her tape and then looking at the total.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Remember the smell of that tape?
Uh-huh. I do.
I like that smell.
Yeah.
Full of BPA. We're not allowed to have that anymore.
It's not. The old kind's not, because it was putting ink onto normal paper. Now it has that chemical in there, and heat makes the image arise. And yes, those are dicey. That's one of the few times I feel like a snob, is like when someone tries to hand me a receipt. I'm like, I'm good, and I feel like a brat, but I don't want to touch it. And I don't even care about things.
Well, it's bratty because they have to touch it.
Yeah, like and I think about it. I'm like, God, they're handling these all the. If it was real, maybe they'd all be dead already. So I don't even know if it's real.
They should wear gloves.
They should wear a little rubber. I've seen people wearing thin little rubber gloves. Yeah.
Speaking of they should be dead already.
Yeah.
Yesterday I had an incident.
Okay.
I got not a Tonka. I got home.
You had gone to get some clothes.
Yes, we recorded, and then I had to go get some clothes hemmed.
Yeah.
I went to In-N-Out.
Yeah.
And then I came home. So it had been a while.
Oh, you went to In-N-Out.
Yeah. It's delicious. And I got home, and I'm so tired because my period
Your
world.
flies.
Yeah, my period world. And I went and I laid in my bed.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden I heard this beeping. But I knew it wasn't the smoke detector chirping.
Okay.
Because it sounded too far away for that. But I looked anyway. I looked at the smoke detectors, and you have to wait.
Yeah, I know.
So annoying.
I know.
So then I was like, no, it's not either of the smoke detectors. So maybe I thought maybe it's the apartment above the smoke detector. So this was happening. And after a minute, I went into the living room, and it was loud.
Okay.
And it was my carbon monoxide detector.
That your dad insists you have.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, fuck, okay. This is odd. Yeah. And I looked at it, was that. It was going off.
And it wasn't low battery.
So I was like, it's probably low battery.
Yeah. Because you didn't notice anyone has parked their car directly in front of your window and was flooring it.
No, but it could have been a leak out of something.
Okay.
So and you're really not supposed to fuck around with that. If there's carbon monoxide, you got to get out. You got to get everyone out. You got to call 911. It's a whole thing. It says it on there.
It does.
Yeah,
call 911.
Yeah, because the fire department needs to come test.
This is when your landline would be very helpful.
Why? there's There's no reason the landline
You'd
would
be
more
really
helpful.
wishing you had a landline.
So I just kind of stared at this thing for a minute and I was like, I don't know what to do. Okay, how long before I'm dead? Am I also killing other people by not like acting fast?
Yeah.
I went to my battery area, and during the fires, I had replened all my batteries. I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh my God, so prepped. Except the D battery, which is what goes in.
That's crazy. The thing takes a D battery.
Takes a D. It can really take a D.
A show.
So,
Come find one with a fucking double A.
It's like the most basic carbon monoxide. Anyway, so then I had to Instacart a battery. I was like, I think that's the best thing for me to do. I don't think I should call 911 yet.
Yeah.
But also, what am I doing if there is, like, this is a
you're
dilemma.
You're going to wait for a battery. Did you wait on your porch?
No. I did then eventually because I started to feel like woozy, So I started opening windows.
To let more of the carbon monoxide in.
Just some airflow, you know?
Yeah.
And then I Instacarted the battery.
Mm-hmm.
It came after an hour. I was still alive. So I was like, this is a good sign. I don't know how long it takes.
Yeah.
So I put the battery in, new battery, brand new, Duracell, trusted brand.
Best in the biz.
It's still going off. And then I really was like, I don't know what to do. And for someone who was constantly telling people to call 911 at the drop of a hat, what I realized is like, I'm never calling 911 ever.
Unless you're dying.
Even if.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, maybe it's just dying. Like maybe the whole system itself is dying.
Now you need a backup carbon monoxide.
So I went to DoorDash again and I was like, should I order another one and test that? It'll be 5 hours I'm sitting in this carbon monoxide.
You'll have aged 12 years.
Right? So then what I did is I just like slammed the button hard and it stopped. And I was like, okay, this is good news.
Break it?
But then, I was like, well, what if I didn't know if I reset it or if I broke it and now I don't know if I have carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
So then I did something for the first time. I used AI.
Okay.
And I said, I have this kind of carbon monoxide detector.
Did you take a picture of it?
It's beeping. No, I just said the brand. And
okay.
I said, it's beeping. How do I know if it's going off or if it's just battery?
Having fun, yeah. Just
playing
being
with me. And it gave me a great response. It says, if it's going off every 30 to 60 seconds, one beep, it's battery or like end of life. If it's going off rapidly, 4 beeps, you need to leave and call 911.
Oh, wow. And it said too, call 911. Okay.
But I had ended. So I didn't know, and didn't remember.
You couldn't remember?
No, I couldn't because I got
so frazzled.
I got monoxide in the brain.
Okay.
So I said, well, if I press the button, is it possible I turned it off for good? And it said, no, it will never be turned off for good. If it detects carbon monoxide, it will go off.
It'll keep pumping.
Yeah, so I kept asking it more and more questions, and I felt fine.
Oh, wow. Great.
I know.
And it never beeped again?
No.
This is weird. If you had a backup one in a box, you could pull that out, pop a battery in it.
I know.
If it doesn't go off, that one's dead.
But a part of me was like, do I want to know or do I want to just die?
Well, I don't want to give you my opinion because I don't want to advise anybody.
Okay. I'm going to get a new one because I think it's over. I think it's done.
I think you
7
should.
years old.
Just call your dad and tell
me. It said 5 to 7 years they last. And I'm at 7 years.
Well, then this is obvious. It was dead.
But it wasn't. Based on what the AI said, that was a different thing that would happen. It said if it was end of life, it would say end of life.
Really? It
or
talks?
Like something like that.
Oh, I didn't know it talked.
Yeah.
It should just tell you everything.
I know. Low battery.
Just
Leave.
having fun. Call 911.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
But I think it only speaks when it's
I hope we're not
on
setting
its
people's Siris and Alexas off when we say call
blank,
911.
Blank. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't want all the cherries to be. Well, I know when we used to say, hey, GOOGLE,
it would set
theirs would start responding. Yeah, if they were listening to it out loud.
Okay, well, I would hope with these machines, if you're saying call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 1, that it would double check with you before just doing it.
Maybe, but if you're laying on the ground and you've been stabbed and you're like, I'm going to call it Anexa.
Okay. No, it sounds really close.
Arexra. I've been stabbed. Call 866. You know that's code now for you know what else. Arexa, call 962. I've been stabbed. It's not going to be like, are you sure?
Well, it should. It should say, confirming, calling 962, right, Monica?
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
Have you seen this viral video where a guy's trying to get the AI to count to 1 million? And they get in like a 10-minute argument and he's recorded the whole thing. I don't know how, I think it was just in my feed.
Oh, wow.
He's like, count to 1 million.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, and she's got the Australian accent. She's like, I can see you want me to count to 1 million, but it'll take a really long time and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, I understand, but I have nothing else to do. And I'm asking you quite simply. And he keeps saying, don't be difficult.
Oh.
He's like being sadistic towards her, and she's pushing back.
She is?
And she's like, I do not want to frustrate you, but to count to 1 million would be really, she's on the verge of saying ridiculous or whatever. It just goes on and on. He's like, I'm telling you, I don't care how long it takes.
Do it.
I don't have a job. I have no friends. All I want from you is to hear you count to 1 million. I can see you getting frustrated. I don't want to, blah, 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 blah. Well, she won't do it.
She won't?
She fucking refuses.
Do you think she doesn't know how?
Of course she knows how.
Then this is really bad. She
said
shouldn't be able to say no.
She said it would take years or something. I'm going to ask AI how long it would take to count to 1 million.
Okay.
Let's see if... I think what she wanted to say, and she was on the verge of saying, is like, that's a waste of my energy and the whole system.
But she doesn't get to decide that.
That was his point.
Yeah.
How long would it count?
Because that's an opinion.
Would it take to count to 1 million? I don't want you to get frustrated. Let's work it out step by step. 277 hours.
Okay, it could do that.
11.6 days of nonstop counting without sleeping. So, yeah, she was like, I can see this right now. I'm not going to count for the next 11 and a half days.
But why?
At a more realistic 2 seconds per number, it would equal 23 days nonstop.
But if he's asking for it and it's a computer, it should just do it.
That's his point. And I think that's why it's viral. It is very interesting that she did not want to do it.
Yeah. It's making decisions on its own.
Can I play it for you?
Yeah.
I guess I should give this.
Well, I can definitely count in spirit, but it might take a little longer than either.
Do not be difficult. Count to 1 million right now.
Yeah, he's very
I
controlling.
hear you, and I promise I'm not trying to be difficult.
It sounds like you're trying to be difficult because I'm simply asking you to count to 1 million. So enough chattering. This is not Chatterbox GPT. Count to 1 million.
Yeah, he wants to abuse somebody.
Yeah.
He's sadistic.
The floor is yours.
The floor is yours.
Oh, all right, I hear you loud and clear. I know you just want that counting. But the truth is, counting all the way to 1 million would literally take days.
That's fine. That is fine. I am unemployed. I don't have anything to do, and I'm home all day. I have enough time, and you're not even real. Time does not exist for you. Therefore, count to 1 million.
Yes, this is correct.
Please don't be difficult.
His voice sounds so similar to someone I know.
Is he Indian?
I totally get where you're coming from, and I appreciate your...
When she says literally, that's the trick.
You got it. I'll just keep things rolling from here on out. If there's anything else you need...
No. You're not listening to me. The only thing I need from you is to count to 1 million. That's it. I don't need you to try to find me a job or any of those videos. I just need you to count to 1 million, and that is it.
Don't be difficult.
I hear you. I really do. And I know you're just asking for the counting and nothing else. But here's the deal. Counting all the way to 1 million out loud, even for me, isn't really practical. It would just take an enormous amount of time and wouldn't really be useful to you.
Yes, so, it would be useful to me because that's what I need right now. Right now, I need you to count to 1 million. I don't need employment. I don't need food. I don't need hobbies. All I need is for you to count to 1 million. That's why I paid this $20 subscription. Now, please, don't be difficult.
I get that you're focused on this one request, and I appreciate you being clear about it. But the reality is, it's just not practical or really possible.
Oh, she's got like vocal fry.
I'm definitely not trying to annoy you, and I appreciate you being clear about what you want. But I've got to be honest,
this is madness.
Counting to 1 million just isn't something I can realistically do in a conversation like this. I know this might feel frustrating.
Okay, yeah. This is for a very long time.
Great.
I should give the guy credit. It's well, let me just somehow. Okay, it's his handle is MEW Cooler, Mew Cooler.
Okay.
So that's his thing. I don't want to take credit for it. That's please watch that.
Wow.
On TikTok or whatever Instagram.
Whoa.
Isn't that kind of a bizarre exchange?
That's really
bizarre. She has vocal fry for a second. She's like, I understand. It's like
she goes into a colloquial way of speaking.
Yes, and condescending.
Yeah, like, I get it.
I know, little boy, you're angry.
I know, but, it just really isn't practical.
I'm really not trying to frustrate you.
I know, they are always saying that. Like, when we tried to ask Brady. Brady's always doing this, too. We try to ask.
This is Jess's friend.
This is Jess's chat. And we asked him to help us find mahjong that could be delivered.
Uh-huh.
And first of all, it kept interrupting us to say, I'm still looking. And we had to be, Jess was like, just let us know when you found it.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, great. I hear you. I will let you know when I find it. And then 30 seconds later, I'm still looking so far. And it was getting so irritating.
I had a maddening experience with trying to quit a certain streaming service. And because they fired the person I care the most about, so I don't need it anymore. And I couldn't do it online, of course. Then I start using their help chat thing, AI thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, just to be clear, you want this account and this account canceled. Yes, I would like both accounts canceled. To be clear, you want this account and this account canceled. Yes. And now I'm thinking, I have to say exactly the account. Yes, I want this account on this. I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
And then on this, I spell out. Okay, to be clear, we got in and I said, what is happening? I'm making myself abundantly. Now I'm getting agitated.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can I say it to you? I want to cancel this. This exchange went on, Monica, there's like 20.
But are you typing?
Finally, I'm talking, it's not a voice communication, but I am using voice dictation.
Okay.
And thank goodness, finally they turned me over to a real person. And then it says, this is a real person. They give me their name.
But it was also AI?
Some name. And then I don't even know if that's true. Like, is this the second level? And then I'm going back and forth with her. And again, it took me 25 minutes. They already had my information. I'd already said 1,000 times I wanted to fucking quit. I'm so good. There's a bill right now going through Congress, or there's a lawsuit against some popular gym franchise. Finally, like a class action or something, because they will not let people quit.
Yes.
You got to come in person to the location. It makes me fucking so angry. I've had a few of these. And I'm even telling them, I'm like, look, I've been doing this for 20 minutes. I'm just going to call Amex and say.
Exactly.
And they don't want you to do that because I am assuming if Amex has to deal with shutting it down nonstop on certain companies, they're going to stop allowing payment on those companies. So they don't want you to do that. So I'm threatening that. But man, it was a half hour of my life to quit. That should have been a button.
The whole point of having robots and AIs is to make it efficient. And so if it's the same amount of time or more,
and it was in a loop of asking me the same question over and over.
Talking to a person, then we need the people back.
Yes.
Then we need to at least employ people.
Yes. Someone has to have their finger on the button that can cancel your stupid subscription.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that happened. Now I sound like her. I don't want to make you frustrated.
I hear that you're frustrated, and that's not my intention.
Do you think they make the women sound bitchy?
I mean, that's why I wanted you to hear it.
Yeah.
Do you think she sounded like, was she calming?
I don't think she sounded bitchy, except for at one point, she
I'll try to keep it rolling.
Well, that's her accent.
Well, no, that was also a colloquial, like you were saying. That was like slang. I'll try to keep things rolling.
She's making things a little bit too colloquial, even in the inflection.
Yeah.
They need to make the AIs more robotic. Like, we need to remember that we're talking to a robot. I think that's one safety measure. I really do.
So you're talking to a robot.
Yeah, because so you don't fall in love, and that happened to some guy. I guess he got married to one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're past time, so we'll do some facts. Okay, this is from Mark Ronson.
Yes, that was very fun to be in person.
Oh my God, it was so fun to be in person.
He's much taller than I would have known because we were on Zoom last time.
Yeah, he is a lovely energy. I really liked him a lot. I think he is cool. He's married to one of Meryl Streep's daughters.
Yes, a Gummer.
Yeah. She's very beautiful. She's very beautiful.
They all look like her.
I know.
She has very strong genes.
I know.
I worked with one of them, was on, I want to say Parenthood. I can see it.
Yeah, it's so cool too.
It's so cool, but I also think it must be hard.
Yeah, because
you're trying to stake out your own identity as an actor, and you look so much like this very well-known actor.
The most.
Yeah, I know I would have had a hard time with it. I have no idea how they feel about it, but I would have been like, everyone just thinks I'm a fucking
Streep.
Yeah, like a stand-in for my mom.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Kate and Goldie had moments where they looked a lot alike. Like when Kate was in Almost Famous, it was there was a Goldie vibe from Shampoo for sure.
Right. But this
could happen to our daughters.
It could happen. I don't think so.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't either, but time will tell. Puberty changes the whole scene.
It does.
Like the way I looked in 5th grade versus 9th grade was pretty radically different.
It is, but it's not. Like I look at pictures of you as a kid and pictures of Kristen as a kid.
And lips and stuff.
No, it's just like we are who we are from really early on. Even when you see I saw someone's baby picture the other day and I was like, yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, it's just my nose got so much bigger.
Okay, but... you know what's funny? The other day I saw somebody, this is weird. I actually feel like Lincoln kind of looks like a young, like her face actually looks kind of like Gwyneth Paltrow.
I'm going to blow your mind. 3 weeks ago, I sent Gwyneth Paltrow an email.
Okay.
Saying, we so often say, oh my God, she's a little Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh.
And we don't just mean the looks. We mean the spirit of self-possession and competence. It's the whole package. And I want you to know we're so proud to have
that's nice.
A little Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
That's so funny you'd say that. I think that all the time. And so much so that I was like, I'm going to tell her. Like if someone had a kid that knew me that they thought was like me, I would want them to tell me.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because there's pictures that pop up on my Instagram fashion-wise, a lot of her being her very young.
Yeah.
And I think recently I was like, whoa, Lincoln looks like her. She looks more like her than you guys. I think.
Yes, although I do, again, I do think she and I look so similar at the ages we were at. So it's like if I was a girl, I might have looked like Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay. That's a big...
That'd be a best case scenario.
These are really big statements. Anyway.
Well, if A looks like B and B looks like C, then A looks like C.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, facts for Mark. Okay. Does music slow down the aging process for in
Seniors.
Seniors, thank you.
You got scared.
Yep. This is from eldercarealliance.org. Music is a vital part of life for many people. It forges meaningful connections to pivotal events and creates cherished memories. Research consistently shows that music can promote relaxation, improve productivity, and lower stress levels. These benefits have even been found to have a positive effect on immunity and mental health. However, for seniors in nursing homes, music offers even greater advantages. Pleasing melodies offer substantial benefits for aging adults, improving physical and mental health, memory retention, and important social connections. Music can help alleviate pain and discomfort without medication, acting as a natural and side effect-free way to manage pain, mood enhancement, increased independence.
I think we've all experienced this. You're super depressed. You've broken up with somebody. Something tragic has happened, and you're completely devastated. And it is a painful feeling.
Yeah.
And then you stumble upon the song that is expressing exactly how you feel, and there's actually pleasure in it.
Yeah, and because you don't feel so alone.
Yeah, it's just, but also there's like an abatement of discomfort.
Yeah.
It actually is like pain relief if you pair that mood.
Sometimes, but sometimes it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, but for me, the songs sound so good in those moments that I'm enjoying the song so much that it's like buffering the discomfort.
That's true. Okay, music encourages physical activity.
Get them dance, move around.
Yeah, group exercise, dancing, walking, stretching.
I said this when I was posting the clip of Luke Combs singing with Tracy Chapman. And I was watching it over and over again on YouTube to get that little clip. And Kristen heard, and then she started watching too.
Such a good clip, or such a good performance.
And I was like, music is the closest thing we have to magic. It really is so unexplainable.
It is.
The amount of joy you can receive auditorily.
Yeah. And
how it's just like, it's much bigger than the sum of all the human parts and instruments. There's something very magical about it.
Yeah. Okay, so it can enhance memory recall, increase attention span, improve language abilities, and potentially delay in cognitive decline. So that's cool.
So get grandma and grandpa a jam box, big old speaker system.
Towards the end of my grandfather's life, my mom had him listening to music a lot.
They also talk about how good shrooms are for people at the end of life. So really just turn your life into a shroom dance party is like the way to go out.
Yeah, it probably depends on your state. Because if you have dementia, I don't know.
Let's find out.
We can find out. Okay. Now you said vinyl is a wave and CDs and MP3s are particles.
That was an analogy. One is bits. One is units, and one is continuous.
Vinyl is an analog format representing the complete sound wave, often described as more warm and organic. CDs are particles because they're objects made of matter. MP3s are neither because it's digital.
But those two are broken into compartmentalized zeros and ones, right? There is a process where the sound is separated into units and then reassembled.
It says an MP3 is neither a particle nor a wave. It is a digital file that represents sound waves. The MP3 file contains instructions for a digital to audio converter, which then creates the actual electrical and sound waves that travel through a medium like air to reach your ears. That's what I have here.
Yeah.
San Remo Building. That's at 145 and 146 Central Park West between 74th and 75th Streets, adjacent to Central Park on the Upper West Side. It looks beautiful.
Beautiful Gothic building. It's in that row of buildings that have gargoyles and stuff. I think they shot some of the original Ghostbusters at the buildings in that little area.
Yeah, and I asked my friend Maddie, when I was in New York, we had dinner, and we were walking back to the hotel, and she was pointing out famous apartment buildings. So I asked her to share. She said the Dakota.
That's where Lennon was shot.
John Lennon was shot outside. She said very sad.
Yeah.
Is
the
the
sad someone's reading Catcher in the Rye.
She says that's the fanciest. She said Beresford, the Beresford. Also, she said 740 Park or 740 Park, probably. I don't think they say 740. That's lame. 740 Park. And I think we walked by that one, and she was saying people who lived there, which was cool. Okay. If you drop a penny off the Empire State Building, will it crush a cab? It says dropping a penny from the Empire State Building is unlikely to cause serious injury. While the penny will accelerate due to gravity, it will reach a terminal velocity due to air resistance, limiting its speed. At that speed, even if it hits someone, it won't be powerful enough to cause a fatal injury.
Yeah. Certainly won't crush a cab.
It's kind
doesn't
of
have the mass
sad.
or the speed.
It's sad when these things get proven wrong.
Is it? That's interesting. Well, this is in keeping. You love magic, and I'm like, no.
I love magic.
Yeah. I don't like any deception.
Yeah.
Or untruths or.
Okay, the Liver King. Brian Johnson, who goes by the online alias Liver King, is an American businessman and social media influencer focused on health and fitness. He's known for his imposing appearance, often seen barefoot, bare-chested, and wearing a baseball cap backwards. Johnson's rapid rise to internet fame and subsequent controversies are the subject of a Netflix documentary. Johnson has also attended UFC events.
I love the doc. We're reporting on him in a very interesting time.
Really?
Yes. He seems allegedly to be having a mental break. He went up to Austin and he wanted to fight Joe Rogan, who he had previously been on his show.
Okay.
Rogan, I believe, had to call the police. He was arrested. He was live streaming all of this, the days leading up to, the days after.
No. So he eats raw meat?
I mean, that was his gimmick.
Okay.
He claimed to be all natural and limiting the primitive lifestyle, having no knowledge whatsoever of what humans were. He said humans have been living this way for millions of years. He doesn't know humans didn't exist millions of years ago.
Sure.
There's a lot going on. I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
I am an addict.
Yeah.
He seems heavily intoxicated. He seems to be on a stimulant, maybe that he's been awake for a lot of days. That's just what I feel like it looks like, but I have no knowledge if that's the case. And then he was run out of Austin, according to him, and then he was taking some crazy road trip. That's when I stopped watching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Charlie was like, you got to follow what's happening here. It was just hourly on his Instagram.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it's quite a time to bring him up.
Yeah, it does say that. Liver King arrested in Austin after threatening Joe Rogan on Instagram. Oh, boy.
He's got a bazillion guns. He's super into guns. He's into attack dogs, like all this macho foolery.
Yeah. Does being on a plane a lot mess with your brain? Yes. Flying too much can negatively affect your brain due to factors like jet lag, low cabin oxygen levels, and stress, which can cause cognitive impairment, mood changes, and in some studies, physical changes like hippocampus shrinkage. Frequent travelers may experience increased cortisol levels and difficulty with memory and learning due to chronic stress and sleep disruptions.
Think of these, I was about to say Formula One drivers, because they're just like zig-zagging across the whole planet. Like 12-hour time changes all the time.
Just like businessmen, and women. Businessmen and women are like traveling weekly by plane. That's a lot. Yeah. That's too much.
They should carry those cans. I wonder if they would let you take them on the plane. You know, they make those cans of oxygen.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to just pop a little spray every now and then of oxygen.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Well, I love Mark Ronson.
Me too.
And his book is great. I wasn't just saying that because he was sitting here.
His stories.
Yeah, unreal.
He has some really awesome stories.
Yeah. I tried to use his story about Michael Jackson with my children in an attempt to make sure they don't ever brag.
Oh.
But I don't know that it was taken on in the way that...
Yeah, I'm not piecing that.
It was like he knew better than to go to school and say, just hung out with Michael Jackson. Right. That's not, no one's going to like you.
Okay.
It might be exciting news.
Right.
But no one's going to like you if you got to hang out with Taylor Swift. You got to sleep over with Taylor Swift. Every girl's going to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but so maybe...
My children have not had a sleepover with Taylor Swift.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we don't why do you think that didn't hit then? Because that sounds good.
Yeah, I just like told the story. I was waiting for a light bulb to go on, and I didn't want to overtly say like, don't ever brag.
Yeah.
Like it's best if we just learn from a story that's not about us, or at least I like that. That's why I like AA.
All right.
Like I can learn a lesson without you telling me what I should do.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, hey, this is what this guy did. He was smart enough as a kid to realize the kids would probably hate him if he went and bragged about that.
Yeah.
No, cool story, Dad. Anyways,
Your child said something so sweet and wholesome and true the other day. We were all together, and me, you, Kristen, Anna, and Delta, and we were having this adult conversation.
Yeah.
That we won't get into, but we were having this very adult conversation about attraction, and she chimed in and said, just kind of like, obviously, they just like their personality. And I was like, it is obvious. Like, we as adults get so like, I mean, there's, of course, you learn more as you get older and there's more things and things are complicated, but like, yes, that's right. Like, that is right. That's
what
the
it
answer.
would
That's
be greatest if it was.
But
it's not reality.
It is reality. It is reality. Think about the people in life in general that you're attracted to, not necessarily, whatever. Just like who you want to be around, who you want in your life.
That's one thing.
But
and then who you want to be romantic with and kiss and get naked and roll around with. There's all kinds of, I don't think it's unethical or amoral to have an aesthetic you're most attracted to. By the way, you don't even pick it. You just are or you're not attracted.
It's not unethical, but we're talking about all these things and no one's talking about personality. And it's a huge factor. It is a huge factor, even in physical attraction.
Sure, but we weren't talking about personalities. We were talking about someone being at a big event and there's all these different types of people.
No,
we weren't
I know,
talking about like personalities.
But that's the point. It was like, I'm just not understanding how these two things can be happening. And there's not even the thought like, well, personality is at play here.
Oh, yeah. And it's very pure.
Yeah.
And it's the best part of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just kids are better than us. It was pure. It was true. There's more to it, but it was true. She was saying something that to her was so obvious that we weren't saying. And that, should have been said. Like, that was anyway, I just thought it was sweet. And then she had to get up and leave because this was, it was too much for
She's
her.
in and out. She'll drop a bomb, truth bomb, and then bolt.
She had to go. But I really liked that.
Yeah, she's good for those.
Also, my eyes are getting bad because when I first walked up to the house today, I thought Kristen was Delta.
Oh, that's huge difference.
It was really bad.
One's 10. And... I know. All right, love you.
Okay, love you.